Welcome to Troy, Alabama. A lot of fans might think that running through the tee is reserved for the Volunteers of Tennessee. But the Trojans here at the Vet would strongly disagree as we are set for a showdown on the wiregrass. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Warhawks offense has the ball first today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Warhawks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield.
Turning it on! They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first.
Running free. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They'll go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Back to pass, it's Hester. Oh, they're after him. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. The Warhawks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Troy's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Defense in press coverage. Gives it on the option. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play.
It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge... on the sideline.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, this team came out with their hair on fire. The offense drives down the field, scores a touchdown on their opening possession, and now the defense is dominating as well. Already their 2nd sack, and you've got to give this head coach a ton of credit. He did a great job getting this football team physically and mentally ready to play here today.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Back to throw, it's Hester. Looking deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time. Gets rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes. So
there he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Warhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. That throw might have been a little too hot. He could. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Hester. Looking to the big tight end. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got some room in to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Let's go. On the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Warhawks.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And the Trojans will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, UL Monroe. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's caught. It's long. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Trojans want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
You know, it's really tough. It's tough to be a DB because you can't get there too early. You can't get there too late. He gets there perfect timing and gets the deflection.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he... Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They'll try the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And on second down for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking for a crease. It's Roach. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now...
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Complete to start this drive. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. And they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. UL Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Scanning the field, it's Hester. Blasted as he lets it go. Pucks it out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Turning it on. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Warhawks getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Quick pass on the jet motion. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Touchdown, Warhawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, and let him do the rest.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Lost one deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Troy, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Trojans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
49, Troy, 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find...
Makes the grab on the big throw. Got a lot of room to the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Troy. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. Found the matchup he wanted, one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Running back searching for a hole. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Warhawks are rolling down the field. Give to the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
on the play. Second down coming up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to the fullback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Warhawks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Finds a little space. On his feet at the 40. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Warhawks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 10.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Troy, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it. He gets a block. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just...
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Great job by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Breaks to grab. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Wants to throw. It's Hester. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Warhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Fires one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed.
Oh, he's got some space. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, 2nd guy finally did.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Quarterback got it himself. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Warhawks have their offense in high gear. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to throw a tester. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. The snap sets up the throw. Grab behind the line. It's Roach. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country, and that time making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
Gets it out fast. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He'll keep it himself. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Hester. They get to him as he throws. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Quick completion on the out route.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.